This Saturday night, we have a top 5 matchup for you between Clemson and Georgia, meeting at a neutral field in Charlotte, North Carolina. Two teams that have title aspirations and two quarterbacks who are Heisman contenders. It's the biggest non-conference game of the season, right out of the gates in week 1. Get ready, everybody. It's an NFL game. Top players on Saturday night. Welcome to the September 1st Father, Son, and Holy Sport podcast. I'm G-Man from Columbus, Ohio. That's my man T Money out in 49er country. Big week coming up, T.
Hey, what's going on? Oh my gosh, college football is finally here. So freaking exciting. NFL starts a week from Thursday. Oh, this is the best time of the year. Good weather, good football. Man, cannot wait.
Yeah. Getting psyched. I wish I could put the clothes on myself, man. Pad up a little bit.
Get the pad up,
get my helmet on, get my dust off my helmet and my cleats.
I mean, I would probably truck stick you, I'd probably take you down here, Garrett, But you're wrecking ball back in the day, back in the high school days, starting running back there.
Hey, I break into the open field, man. You better put your roller skates on. Hey, man, you like my Zoom background? A couple of the Alabama linebackers, William Anderson, Christopher Allen, gonna send a message, man. Watch out for the Alabama linebackers. And we got some picks for you tonight. And we got an SEC show featuring the Georgia Bulldogs, one of their big fans, Steve McDonald. We're going to interview Steve, talk some SEC, talk Alabama, talk Georgia. And one of our fun segments, try to stump T-Money and Trivia of the Week, T-Money. Here's this week's question. Over the past 4 seasons, who are the top 3 FBS teams ranked by fewest points per game allowed?
All right.
Who keeps teams down to the lowest points per game? And bonus question, tell me within 2 points how many points they allow per game.
Okay.
If you can get that within 2 points, that'll be an impressive bonus question. Hey, we got a jam-packed show. In addition to that today, we got the T. Ross Chuck and Chant. We got some big picks for you. Coming back with the picks tonight for you to win some cash. And all you fantasy managers, look for our special 15-minute fantasy football show. We've launched that separately. Go check it out so you can go win your league. And if you like what you're seeing every week, press the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms. Look for our name at Father, Son, and Holy Sport.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. And let's kick it off with the Ross Rundown here. We got big news this week. Not only is Cam Newton not going to be the starter, but he's cut. I mean, that was pretty cold-blooded by Bill Belichick here. So what do you think? Did the Patriots make the right move, G? Did go with Mac Jones?
Hey, I think that is the question. Everybody's talking about Cam, and I wish Cam all the best and all of that. And he's great, and he's got some talents. But I like your question because it focuses on the Patriots. We've been talking about the Patriots since Tampa took that Super Bowl trophy and threw it across the water to the other boat. Belichick is not going to have this. He is dead serious. He is not playing around. Nothing's going to get in his way. He does not care. Mac Jones is playing well, and nothing's going to stop Belichick this year. They're going to be a contender. They are going to be in the hunt.
I think all of those are true outside of Cam Newton and Mac Jones's battle. So that's why it was so surprising, because I thought they would want a little stability here, and Belichick's known for not loving rookies either. So it's really surprising they go with Mac Jones here and cut him.
Well, I think that he went to Cam, and Cam didn't want to be a backup. Cam said, basically the conversation was Cam saying, I'm not going to be a backup. If you're going to make me backup, let me go on my way.
I actually think that's probably an actual conversation that they had. So that's a good point, Gary. I agree with you there. I think they released him doing him a favor. He's not a backup, but I think he could go somewhere with the potential to start. Now, I think this might be the end of Cam Newton's career. Personally, I don't see where he goes if he can't beat out a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Who's going to start him, especially being unvaccinated, bringing an unvaccinated guy in at such a crucial position where you might lose him for a couple weeks. But the one place I said, go ahead.
Well, we've all, those of us have been in business for a while. Everybody's been fired, once in a while, or you're let go from your job. And now Cam's been let go twice in a row, kind of humbled by all of this. He's got a big personality. He's going to be great at something. But if he stays in the game, he's just got to repackage himself as a backup.
Yeah.
He can be a great backup, but he's got to be willing to mentor people. I think in this case, he was not willing to mentor Mac Jones, but if he wants to be a backup, he's got to, kind of take that role.
Yeah. Well, I actually heard someone talking about this the other day. I mean, I don't really see Cam as a backup, and he shouldn't probably either. Can you list any sort of former MVP winners that have transitioned from starter to backup? Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, John Elway, all these previous MVP winners, they don't transition to backups at the end of their career. That's just not what they do. So I get him not wanting to be one, but I will say, I really think a team that should look at him is the Dallas Cowboys. They have nobody behind Dak Prescott, which is shocking. What we'll get to soon is they should have traded for Gardner Minshew, but we'll get to that. I got something to say about that, but he should go to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think Dak's very injury prone, and I think he would fit in right there, potentially starting ASAP. Big brand, big personality, but I like him on TV eventually. But let's move on to another topic here. Someone else got hurt again in the preseason. Big name, your guy from Ohio State, J.K. Dobbins here. Oh, man, that was a big one. He was ready to take over the lead backfield from Mark Ingram this year, and he gets hurt, tears his ACL, out for the season. What kind of impact will this have on the best running attack in football?
Yeah, well, I love JK and wish him well. And, we'll see him basically next year, right? So the Ravens move on. They're favored to win that tough division.
Yeah.
One of the favorites to win the whole conference. And the odds after this happened did not change. They're still 14-1 to win the Super Bowl. They're tied for the 5th best odds in the league. So the same exact odds they had before and after this injury. I don't think Vegas sees any difference in what's going to happen here with JK out. Unfortunately, Gus Edwards steps up. He's had over 700 yards for 3 years in a row. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. He steps up. You get some guys behind him. Tyson Williams, they think, is emerging as the number 2, but they're going to have to step up and fill the hole.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one, man. I think that was a big loss for them. And I thought they were barely holding on to the number 1 team in the NFC North over the Browns. I think the Browns surpass them because of this. Not having a dynamic running back, Gus Edwards is probably one of, if not the best backup running back in the league. But there's a reason he's a backup. There's a reason. Now, I like Gus, and I think he's going to have a good season, but I just think this puts a ton more pressure on Lamar Jackson here. And and there's already more pressure on him as a runner. So I'm not sure this is going to be good for them moving forward. I think this is going to cost them a loss, an extra loss throughout the season somewhere. I don't know where and when, but they're going to have a horrible running day somewhere, and that it's going to be because JK is not there.
I don't know if I totally agree with that, but hey, man, I respect your opinion. They run the ball 55% of the time, which is the highest rate in the league.
Yeah.
Edwards is probably going to break 1,000 yards. He's had 700, so he's going to break 1,000. Hey, how about some of the veterans available on the market? Any of these veterans you see as someone they will want to bring in? I'm going to name some names for you. Todd Gurley. So just say yes or no. Todd Gurley.
Yes.
Oh, you like that? Adrian Peterson.
Yes.
Yes. You like that?
I like Adrian. Yeah.
Frank Gore.
No.
LaShawn McCoy.
No.
Duke Johnson.
No.
Le'Veon Bell.
No.
Okay. So you like Gurley the best, it sounds like.
I like Adrian the best.
Adrian the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some potential to come in and maybe fill that hole you're talking about.
Yeah, there is. There is. I think Gus will be the starter throughout the year, but to bring in someone like Peterson or Gurley would be a solid backup. So we'll see what they do. It's just I wouldn't care as much if they didn't run the ball more than any other team by a wide margin. And that's the biggest thing. If this was the Chiefs, I wouldn't care if their starting running back went down because they're a pass first team. They don't rely on the run, but they do run. But this is the team that has multiple 1,000-yard rushers on their team, and that's their identity. And I think this is going to affect them a little bit. So we'll see.
All right.
But we'll move on here to Chicago. They officially name Andy Dalton the starter here over Justin Fields. Man, do you think this was the right move?
Hey, man, I told you Justin Fields was the pick in the draft. Now everybody loves my man. Everybody's high on my man.
Not the Bears.
Start him,
Not the Bears.
Now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. But no, I like the way they're moving them along. I'm not crazy about their coach, but their first games are the Rams, the Bengals, the Browns, the Lions, and the Raiders. Herbert came in week 2 last year. If you look at some of the past quarterbacks, Herbert came in week 2 after Tyrod Taylor was injured. Tua started week 8. Now Joe Burrow and Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, if you look at them, they all start week 1 with their pro team. So just making some comparisons to.
Well, when do you think Justin Fields gets the start? When do you think it happens?
I think he's coming in, within those first 5 games.
Okay, so you do think he's going to start?
I don't think he'll start against the Rams. They're too worried about that. But once he get past that, one of those other 4 games after that, he'll start.
Yeah, I think this was a bad decision. It divides the locker room. I'm sure everyone in that locker room knows that Fields is the better quarterback. I just think it's a stupid move. It's almost like a power move by the coach to show that he can do what he wants with a rookie. When the better players there, you can't lie to your locker room. They know they're on the field with them every day. So I think this is a bad move. I agree with you. I think he comes in the first half of the season somewhere because Andy Dalton's just going to be Andy Dalton. I think he had the 27th best passer rating last year. And wow, awesome. Really game changer there. So I don't know. I think it's a bad move, but we'll see what happens.
It's great to see Justin Fields in this position and all these rookies. It's fun to watch them, all emerging here. All these 5 picks that happened in the first round.
Yeah.
All those 5 quarterbacks. Here they come, man. We've been talking about it for so long.
Yeah.
And now here they all come. Hey, let's move on to the Chug and Chant. Hey, welcome to the Father, Son, and Holy Sport. T. Ross, Chug and Chant. This is one of our most popular segments. T Money going to run up to the rooftop. See you in a bit, T. This segment brought to you by Help Me Startup. You got a startup idea? Need help moving that along? Why not join the team at Help Me Startup? They'll make you move your idea from idea to action and move. Join the team at helpmestartup.co. Okay, let's go to T Money. High up on the San Francisco rooftops. It's time for the T Ross Chug and Chant.
Hey, G-Man, thanks for sending it up here to this beautiful San Francisco rooftop. Man, I just love it here, but I got to rant about the East Coast today instead of the West Coast. Let's get this Chug and Chant on its way. Woo! All right. Eagles. What the heck is your team doing, man? You better get on your GM. Better get on your head coach. You're going to ruin another quarterback. Carson Wentz, great quarterback, and you had to go and just make it weird with Nick Foles. And I get it. He won you a Super Bowl, but, man, just ship him out of town. Carson Wentz, you made it seem like he was horrible. And then Jalen Hurts comes in and you draft him, and then he's out, and you're doing it again. You're bringing in Gardner Minshew. What are you doing? I love Minshew. I wish I could have that amazing of a stash. Don't get me wrong. I love it for any other team, and I get why you would do it. But you already have a capable backup in Joe Flacco. Why do you need to bring in this guy and ruin another quarterback? Howie Roseman, what the hell are you doing? You already lost your head coach and your franchise quarterback. Now you're going to bring in another quarterback to ruin your potential next franchise quarterback. I don't know what you guys are doing there. Eagles fans, explain this to me. Just tell me, what am I missing here? Why do they keep ruining quarterbacks? They get lucky with a backup Super Bowl run, and now they think they can do whatever the hell they want. I don't get it, man. It's super weird. I think it's a bad move. Love you, Gardner. Love you. And I love Hurts too, but I want Hurts to succeed. And with someone breathing down your neck like that, I just don't think it's possible. New regime, though. So who knows? G-Man, tell me what your thoughts are. Are these Eagles smart, or was it a bad move?
Hey, nice one, T. I like that. You chugging again up there. I didn't see exactly what you were chugging. You'll have to tell me, but Gardner Minshew gets over to back up the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are convinced really that Hurts is the guy. I think that just shows that. That's one of the things that tells me. Minshew is only 7-13 as a starter. That supports your point. He has not played that well, but he was on a bad team. Okay, you can always argue that.
Yeah.
But they got him for a good deal. That's the only thing I would say against what you're saying is the 6th-round pick for Minshew. I mean, that's a steal, man.
Yeah.
So I think they got, if you look at value for what they paid as compared to Deshaun Watson. Remember, Deshaun was being talked about as coming in. Now, that would have really been a hurt, for Hurts.
Yeah.
To bring Deshaun in, now you're bringing in a guy that's going to start.
Yeah.
And they wanted 1st and 2nd-round picks for him. Here they get a guy he'll settle for the backup while Hurts develops, and he only has 6th-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it. I guess they're not sold on him. I just think it's not great. You already had this. If it wasn't the Eagles, I wouldn't care. But they just did this to a previous quarterback, and now you're going to do it again to your new quarterback and bring in a guy that could start. I like Gardner Minshew. I do agree. I think a 6th-round pick was a steal for him. The Cowboys should have definitely traded like a 5th or 4th rounder for him to have a solid backup. But yeah, I just don't like the move for the Eagles. And I like Jalen Hurts more than everyone else, I guess.
Hey, just tying back to what we said before, I just wonder if there was a little conversation with New England about Cam. Eagles. I mean, New England, why did they just let Cam go? They could have traded him to someone like the Eagles. Why did they not, do something like that? I bet you New England called and said, hey, man, you want Cam Newton? I'm willing to do a deal.
Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't
after that goes downhill, they end up going with Minshew.
Yeah, probably right.
I know what's going on the inside. I lived in Philly, man. I know what happens in Philly.
Philly insider Gary Ross.
I used to live there before, man. Hey, you think that Minshew's this old guy because of his mustache, which, by the way, is, a trend here. If you start to notice, this guy's only 25 years old.
Yeah.
And you think he's older. But, hey, man, fun guy. He's a fun personality. He's got that mustache. He does not have the mullet anymore. I think T-Money's going to go for mullet in 2022. We're going to look out for T-Money's mullet. That would be hilarious. So, hey, we hope you enjoyed the T-Ross Chug and Chant for this week.
All right.
And let's go to Ross v. Ross.
Oof.
T-Money, we're going to battle about the college football playoff. This is the last big college show as we kick off the year this week and this weekend. And next week we'll shift more toward NFL, but we got a big-time college focus here tonight. And only 2 teams have been in the college football playoff, T-Money, both of the last 2 years. That's Ohio State and Clemson. And both teams are favored to get back again. So I'm going to throw out my first 2 early picks for you. I think Ohio State and Clemson get back. So they were going to be 2 of the 4.
All right. What's the Ross v. Ross here, Gary? What's the...
Well, we're talking about who's going to get in and who's going to win it.
Who's going to get in?
Who do you like to get in? Who are your 4? First of all, who are your 4? And then we'll pick the winner.
All right. My 4 are Ohio State, Oklahoma, Georgia, and Cincinnati.
Woo! T-Money goes Georgia, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
And my winner to win it all is Georgia over Oklahoma.
Look at you. So you and I agree that Ohio State wins the Big Ten. We agree on that.
Yeah,
we both agree that Oklahoma wins the Big 12. So I'm with you on that. But I see Alabama coming out of that SEC. You see Georgia.
Yep. I think Georgia comes out of the SEC. And I think Georgia also beats Clemson to start the year. And Clemson doesn't have the resume to get in over a Cincinnati who's undefeated and has 2 wins versus top 25 programs. So the biggest question will come down to Alabama, a 1-loss Alabama versus an undefeated Cincinnati. That would be the question mark for me probably is who do you put in there? But Georgia already beat Alabama. So why do you need to put them in there?
It would be cool. And, I do see Clemson winning that game against Georgia. That's, I think, what the difference is between us. You see Georgia winning that and going on, and I see Clemson winning it and getting in
Yeah.
because of that. So I think that's a big game that'll swing it for us. So I'm just say Clemson gets in with Alabama, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. Ohio State is going to win this thing coming off of last year. Season to remember, man. They had a great year. They won the Big Ten. They knock off Clemson. Unfortunately, they lose to Alabama. And that's not going to happen again, man. Alabama's favored to win this thing. They're plus 200. Clemson's plus 400. Georgia plus 500. Ohio State plus 600. They come back, Ohio State does, and win this thing.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sold on Ohio State, really. They just don't like shock me anywhere. They just have such an easy path to get to the playoffs that it's unfair, basically. So yeah, I that's a ballsy pick. Ohio State. I mean, they have talent. I just don't think they're anywhere close to the SEC, Oklahoma or Clemson. I would actually not have them ranked in like my top 5, but just because their path is easier than everyone else's, they get in. So it'll be interesting. I don't think their receivers are unbelievable. That might be the best collection of receivers in a very long time, but I don't see them winning.
Hey, they averaged 40 points a game over the last 2 years. That's the kind of points they put up. Ryan Day is 23-2. He's been there 2 years. Everybody said, oh, it's going to drop off after Urban. No, man. 23-2. They've been to the last 2 college playoffs under Ryan Day. They did not win the title. They're going to come back this time and get it.
Well, it's going to be a good one.
Speaking of predictions, let's move into the picks, our college football picks from Father, Son, and Holy Sport, coming to you on our weekly show here, the picks that win you a lot of money. So, hey, T, I'm going to mention some of the big games. I don't know if you're going to pick one of the big games.
All right.
I'm just going to highlight some of the big games, and you tell me your pick of the week. We got some of the bigger games. Ohio State at Minnesota, Thursday night at 8 p.m. Ohio State favored by 14, over under 63. Then we go to Saturday, a few of the big games there. 12 o'clock game. Penn State ranked 19 at Wisconsin, ranked 12. Wisconsin favored by 5.5. Over-unders 50. Then we go to the Bama-Miami game at 3:30 Saturday in Atlanta, neutral field. Bama favored by 20. Over-under 61. And then we go to the night game we talked about a couple times now, Georgia against Clemson, 7:30 in Charlotte. Clemson favored by 3, over-unders 50. You like any of those games, or are you going to pick something off the board?
All right, my pick of the week, I'm going to go with the big game of the week, Clemson, Georgia, and I like the over. Right now it's 50 to 51, whatever you're looking at right now. I'll take the over on either of those. I'll take the over. And if you want to parlay it, I think Georgia's going to win that outright as well. So that could be not just money line, but also outright. So, I mean, I like them a lot. So you can take the minus the +3 for Georgia, but I go straight win and parlay it with an over 50, and that could be a nice little payout.
All right. I like that. Nice little neat little package there. I'm going to package one up too, or I'm going to go back to the earlier game. I'm going back to that Bama team going down to the U. Well, they're not going down to the U. They're playing the U in Atlanta. Okay. They're favored by 19.5. Do you know Bama's 12-2 against the spread in season openers? I'm going to go Bama in this one. I think the Bama defense can play. I like the better pick. I like is the under 61. I just think the defense is going to play here. The two boys behind me, these two linebackers, Bama's got 4 NFL caliber linebackers.
Yeah. And
watch out, man. William Anderson, number 31, Christian Harris. These guys are studs, man. William Anderson, 6'4", 235. The Bama defense shuts it down. I know Miami's got a great quarterback. I love you, Miami, but it's not going to happen, man. Bama under is my number 1 pick. I'm also going to take Bama to win as my parlay pick. I'll package it up for you like T-Money did.
Yep, I like it. I mean, Bama probably has the best defense in the country. So, I think that they're going to crush them. So,
yeah, baby. That's our picks for you. You guys go win some cash Saturday on me and T-Money. Let's move to the Woundwise Trivia of the Week, brought by Woundwise IQ. an app that helps analyze wounds so you can take care of patients that have critical wounds, chronic surgical and chronic wounds. Learn more at woundwiseiq.com. Hey, T Money, over the past 4 seasons, who are the top 3 FBS teams ranked by fewest points per game allowed? Okay, so who do you think those 3 teams are ranked? And can you tell me within 2 points how many points a game that they allow?
Okay.
Who do you like?
I'm going to go it's around 17 points a game. Just the number. But we'll go with Alabama's got to be up there. Top 3.
All
right.
Well, I'll tell you what. Alabama's 3rd, and they're 17 points.
Okay.
I bet that's not first or second. Who's first and second?
Clemson.
Clemson is number 1 at 14.9.
Okay, 14. I do know the Bearcats were top 5 last year. I just want to point that out. They got a nasty defense. Watch out for the Cincy Bearcats there.
Oh, you are high on that team.
All right. And then the last one here. This is a tough one. I'm not 100% sold on this. I'm going to go with Georgia over Ohio State.
That is correct. Clemson, Georgia, Alabama in that order.
Damn. Come on.
Clemson's allowed 14.9 points a game. Georgia, 16.8. Alabama, 17.0. Team Money nails the 1, 2, 3. Nice. And nailed the Alabama right on the number. Man, you're doing it tonight, man.
I try.
You're doing it. You're ready for college football season. Team Money's
baby.
Ready to go. Hey, we hope you love your show. You know that we love you. And if you love the show like we know you do, press the like and subscribe button. Look for us on all the platforms at Father, Son, and Holy Sport. Thank you to Woundwise IQ for sponsoring our Trivia of the Week, and to Help Me Startup for sponsoring the T. Ross Chug and Chance. We want to thank Steve McDonald for giving us that SEC football preview show. And if you're interested in being a guest or a sponsor, let us know. We hope you get some of those picks. Make some cash, baby. T-Money. Enjoy the football this weekend.
All right, man. You enjoy the football too. So fun. Big games. Just going to be awesome. This college atmosphere back. Enjoy the weekend, G-Man. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, Roll Tide.
Come on.